What I'm going to talk about today and what we're going to go through in this video is how you can get your own information product off the ground in less than a week. And this is going to be broken up over 4 videos. And we're going to be doing the first video right now, which is basically all your stuff you're going to do at the start. It's going to be choosing your domain name, registering that, how to get a website design and looking great on the cheap, and how to go about getting hosting done. So first thing we're going to go through now is choosing your domain name. I basically register all my domains through my domain here, which is a great site. If you want to use GoDaddy, that's fantastic too. Lodot is a great registrar as well, which I use. And the thing about choosing a good domain name is you want it to be easy to remember, as short as you can get it. You don't want to have phrases which can be spelt several different ways and that type of thing either. I've actually got a guide which will be going up, which is just dedicated to being able to choose good domain names. So we'll be putting that up to supplement this. So once we've gone to our registrar to register our domain, the example we're using for this is I'm going to use for this tutorial is basically going to be a car tuning guide, which is going to be a PDF, which is going to be around the ebook price point of $10 to $20. So a very simple product, and everyone basically has a couple of ebooks in them. And especially if you're getting started online, it's a great way to start because you're going to give yourself the essential tools you're going to need to undertake bigger projects down the track. So the website we'll be using for this will be SR20 Guide. So once you've got your idea, and then we'd get that. Simple steps. Also make sure that if the .com and the .net is available, definitely grab both. I see a lot of people that they'll have this idea stuck in their head and they'll want this .com, but the .com's not there, but the .net is, and they get the .net. I mean, that's a bad idea. You definitely want to try and have both if possible. I mean, if the idea is that brilliant and it suits a .net or something like that, you can grab it. But the chances are that people are going to get confused and they're going to go to the .com side and so forth and so on. So definitely make sure you're grabbing, even if you can afford to get as many as you can of that domain name, I'd be doing that. So now I'm going to talk about how to get your website design and looking great for very, very little money. Okay, so if you're going to design your site from scratch and you want to look good, I mean, most of the information product sites we see out there, very simple single column layout, long copy, getting a little bit difficult to look at and starting to get a bit played out and a bit overused. So if you want to get a fantastic looking site built, very cheap, you can build it off an existing template. So the one we use for this site here, which is what we're going to be using for this tutorial, and this info product that we're going to actually show you how to get your info product off the ground, this was built from a free template, and it looks fantastic, and it was built actually off this. Can you see the similarities? I mean, what we've done is we've just taken this content here, we've made that white space, different background image there, we've changed the hue on this background image here from this orangey brown to blue, 2 header graphics, and there you go. It's basically a completely different looking site. Changed the footer graphic, and this is ready to go, and it's got all the CSS built in, looks fantastic. You can style your site, nice clean fonts, and very, very easy to look at, and very, very easy to get people to the next step. So you don't have to go spending a fortune in web design. You can go to places like this, which will give you a free foundation for all your info products. Nice single column or dual column layouts, and you can get them modified from there. You don't have to be a complete genius. I mean, you could have someone do this for you. I mean, I did this in you know, 1.5 hours while having a cup of coffee. So it's not difficult to get these sort of things done. So once we've done that, we just want to design our layout, get an idea for the site. We're basically going to have a home page. We're going to have a video section here to help drive traffic, sorry. We're going to have photos, buy links, and we're just going to have a resource directory as well. So simple ebook site we're going to be building. So once we're happy with our site layout, our design, logo, and any sort of graphics we're going to put on the site, the next thing is to get our hosting. Now, hosting today everywhere basically is so cheap. You can't really go wrong. For my hosting that I have in the States, HostGator, these guys are brilliant. When you're starting off, just a shared web hosting package would probably be the way to go. You can host unlimited websites. They give massive amounts of bandwidth. You got massive amount of space, everything you'll ever need. It's like $10. I think I pay $14 a month. So the cost is negligent. So once you've got your hosting, and what we'll go through in the next video will be setting up the content for the site and how to get a landing page which is going to sell. We'll then go through how to upload it to your website, and that's not a problem. For the website we're going to be using for the videos, the domain has already resolved to a host here, sr20guide.com. And we're going to be basically from here showing how to get the website making money. So while this first video is just going to be introducing the website we're going to be using for this project and some design principles and that type of thing, in video 2 we're going to be going over the content of the site, the delivery of the product, the scripts, that's basically the e-commerce, and that's how people are going to pay for your product. In video 3 we're going to be looking at how to drive traffic to the site, how to test it, and how to expand the traffic you get to the site. And in video 4 we're going to be, once we've got traffic going to the site and we're tracking it, we're going to go back to it, revisit, and optimize. And basically once your site's up and running, you just bounce between those last couple of steps. You optimize, you change, you update, you go back, you test, you optimize, and your site keeps getting more and more profitable. So that's all we're going to really cover in this first video now. With these header graphics here though, these are actually transparent, so that's how they're sitting nice. If you want to do that with any of your images, have them sitting transparently on the background, I would use PNG format, and set transparency on it, and that will allow you to do this.